Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Punk Rock Review, home of a bunch of opinionated crap you don't care about, also the home of the feedback you provide that we don't care about, keeps us on an even playing field, and as always, we like that. What do we got in store for you today? Well, real quick, before we dive into the topic at hand that everyone's so anxiously looking to just kind of sit through and get through and be done with it, real quick shout out, man, to the sponsors, Tech Industries. If you ever need a dog walking service to come by and walk across your neighbor's lawns with a multitude of dogs and have them shit all over it, call Tech Industries, they'll hook it up, take care of it for you. So, work part being aside, let's get to the good stuff. And by good stuff, I mean same old crap we always do. Today we're going to be talking about a game that we feel we were misled by some critics and reviewers and things like that. That game is Mafia 3. Why do we feel like we were misled by Mafia 3? Well, we'll tell you. Give us a sec. That's what we're doing. Mafia 3, man, when this game came out, it was not one that we were, super into, but we did want to play it, and we're like, okay, let's see what some folks have to say about it. This is right around the time where we were falling off, like, we're kind of done pre-ordering, all that jazz. I think we still had pre-ordered one or two after around that time, but they were we're getting this one for sure kind of games. But the reviews came in off Mafia 3, and it's like, combat was lacking. There were some, bugs and issues and, things like that were lacking. And really, it was getting, mediocre at best scores, and it wasn't like a game that was like, hey, play this game. That was being shoved down your throat. Now, is it, 10 out of 10 game? No, it's not. Can it be compared to Grand Theft Auto? In many, many ways it can, like GTA, 4, 5, whatever. It's got the mechanics and everything like that. At times it feels like you're playing a GTA game. And, if anything, that should be, a very, very kind of respected kind of, thing to say about a game. Because Rockstar, when they put out their games, they knock them out of the park. Except the initial launch for GTA Online. Huh? Yeah, we can talk about that, but we're not going to. But yeah, so Mafia 3, when it first came out and the reviews came out, it was like, yeah, the game's alright. And, when it comes down to it, what we would have to say about the game, and we have not 100% completed it, but this is just one of the ones that they offered for free with the, PlayStation, network deal, all that. It is a very, very playable and time-consuming game. We took a break from Octopath Traveler to continue the story in Mafia 3 because we were enjoying it so much. Now, like I said, we haven't completed Mafia 3, so we can't give, the overall rundown and stuff like that. But as far as being misled on initial reviews, and granted patches may or may not very well have come out since the initial launch of Mafia 3, as, I'm sure they had to have dropped a couple. But from what we've seen on the game, even if there were, some additional glitches and things like that, the game plays and it's fun. It has some inherent qualities to it, down to the music score, the capturing of the, kind of mood and the atmosphere from, the South and the time era. They knock that stuff completely out of the park. The driving mechanics, I think, are really, really solid. It's a closer level of realism, to some aspects, and then some, drawbacks. The gunplay's not as good, but, it's not completely and inherently broken or flawed, necessarily. We feel we were misled, man, by some folks, but if you get the opportunity to play it, especially now, if we had spent $60 on the game when it first came out, we would not have been disappointed with the product that we played. Now, of course, we had waited and things like that, and this is something that we could have enjoyed, a good ways back and probably wouldn't have regretted it. Would have now, because it was one of the free games on the PlayStation Network, deal, the PS Plus subscription service. We wouldn't have been disappointed dropping any loot on this game. So, Mafia 3, what do we think of ya? Well, we think that you go up top here and you get a big B, because you're better than a lot of folks, I think, initially led on. And, you know, maybe they inherently found more flaws with the games than we've experienced so far, and maybe they did a, you know, completion of the game, and something super twists around that is just like, oh, this sucks. But, you know, kind of is what it is. You know, highly worth a check out, though, if you got the time or means or opportunity to. Anyhow, our take on it. Who are we? No one cares. No one watches this except you. Thanks, Mom. Have a good one. You probably didn't catch it next time. Probably won't.